Hey everybody, Mike here again. Back to put out another video, practical income investing. Today we're going to go a little bit different. This isn't a trade idea or a trade plan or how we would go about, putting on specific trades necessarily. Um, so what I'm going to be talking about today are Roth conversions. So a Roth conversion can be one of the smartest retirement planning moves a person can make. But it also could be a mistake if it's done the wrong year, if it's done for the wrong amount, if you do it without understanding the tax impact. So the question is not simply, should I do a Roth conversion? The better question would be, what does a Roth conversion actually make sense? When does a Roth conversion make sense? Um, in this video, I'm going to go over uh, a walkthrough of Roth conversion, why retirees and people near retirement could consider it, when it might be a good idea to do it, when it could backfire, um, and how to think through the decision before you move your money. Okay, and this is money you've saved up. This is you want to make sure you get this right. Um, I also created a free Roth conversion decision worksheet. This is going to be free with the video. Just a matter of you putting your name and email, and you'll have access to it. Um, you can organize your own situation. Everybody's different, and you can organize everything before you talk to a CPA, tax professional, or your advisor. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Just a quick reminder before we begin, this video is for educational and informational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Anytime you're dealing with investing or options, make sure you do your own research and make your own decisions. A Roth conversion is where you move money from a pre-tax retirement account into a Roth account. Well, that might mean moving money from a traditional IRA into a Roth IRA. It can also involve moving money from like a pre-taxed 401k, depending on the plan and how the rollover or conversion is handled. So the basic idea is this: before the conversion, the money is usually in a tax deferred bucket. You may not have to pay income taxes on that money yet. So when you convert into a Roth, the taxable portion of that conversion is generally added to your federal taxable income for that year. So you're choosing to pay taxes now in exchange for the possibility of tax-free qualified withdrawals later. So that's the trade-off. A Roth conversion, it's not free money. It's a tax timing decision, really. The goal isn't to avoid taxes completely. The goal is to decide whether paying some tax now may give you more flexibility, more control, or maybe potentially lower taxes later. One of the most important Roth conversion windows can happen during what I call the retirement gap years. This is usually the period after someone retires or reduces work income, but before Social Security and required minimum distributions fully kick in. During working years, income may be higher. Then a person retires and sometimes taxable income temporarily drops. Later, Social Security may begin. Then required minimum distributions may begin. And once those required withdrawals start, taxable income may rise again. So that lower income window can sometimes create room to convert money at a more favorable tax rate. Not always, but often enough that it's worth reviewing. This is why a Roth conversion should not be treated like a random one-time decision. It's usually a part of a larger retirement income plan. Though many people don't need to convert everything at once, sometimes it's better strategy to convert gradually, 1 year at a time while trying to stay within like a reasonable like tax bracket. A Roth conversion may be worth exploring when kind of several things have to line up, basically. First, you may be in a lower income year. That could happen because you retired or changed jobs. Maybe you reduced hours or sold a business, or had a temporary dip in taxable income for whatever reason. Second, you may recently retired, so that can create a tax planning room before other retirement incomes start. Third, you may be before Social Security. Once Social Security begins, your tax picture is going to change because some of your benefits may become taxable depending on your overall income. So that's absolutely something that we should be looking out for. Fourth, you may be this may be before the RMDs. That's the required minimum distributions that can force taxable withdrawals later. Even if you don't need the money, you still have to take it. That's why it's required. Fifth, the market may be down. There could be so converting depressed assets can sometimes make sense because you might be moving the same number of shares of investments at a lower taxable value. So with future recovery potentially happening inside the Roth. So, and six, if you have like outside cash available to pay the tax, this one matters. If you have to use retirement money to pay the tax bill, you may reduce some of the long-term benefits of that conversion. So the best candidates are often not people who convert everything all at once. They're people who convert intentionally in the right years for the right amount with a clear reason. A Roth conversion can be useful, but it can absolutely backfire. One problem is doing it in a high income year. If you are already in a high tax bracket, adding a large conversion on top of that income may create a much bigger tax bill than necessary. Another problem is jumping brackets accidentally. A partial conversion might make more sense. But a conversion that's too large may push you into an income or your income into a higher tax bracket and then can reduce that benefit. So another issue is having outside cash to pay for the tax. I mentioned before, if you use retirement funds to pay the tax, less money ends up in the Roth. And depending on your age, your account type, there could be other consequences. So a Roth conversion can also be a problem if you need money soon. Roth rules can be favorable, but they also are designed for money that you might need immediately. So there's also income related issues. So a large conversion can affect Medicare, the IRMAA, and it can also affect how much of your Social Security is taxable. So it can affect your ACA health insurance subsidies if you're not on Medicare yet. So the point is not that a Roth conversions are bad. That's not what I'm trying to say here. The point is that they have to be planned. A Roth conversion is powerful, but only when the tax trade-off makes sense. There are a few rules and planning issues people need to understand before converting. So first, the federal tax bill. The taxable portion of a Roth conversion is generally added to income of the year the conversion happens. So if you convert $50,000, that does not mean you pay $50,000 in tax. It means $50,000 may be added to your taxable income, and then your tax depends on your total situation. So second is your tax brackets. A smart conversion is often about filing a bracket intentionally, not accidentally jumping too high. The third is the Medicare, the IRMAA. The Medicare uses income to determine whether your high income beneficiaries pay additional premiums for Part B and D. A large conversion can increase income for that year, which may affect your future Medicare premium calculations. So, fourth, Social Security taxation. So, income can affect how much your Social Security benefits are taxable, or is taxable. And fifth, the Roth fifth year rules. So the IRS rules around Roth distributions can be a little bit more complicated than people think. There's a publication 590B explains important 5-year tax rules. It includes rules that may apply to the conversions. This is why the best Roth conversions are coordinated. They're not rushed. Now, because I'm in Pennsylvania, I want to use Pennsylvania as an example of why state tax treatment matters. So, federally, a Roth conversion can create taxable income, but the state treatment can be a bit different. Pennsylvania says a traditional IRA to Roth IRA conversion is generally not subject to personal income tax when the money is properly transferred into the Roth IRA. But there is important caution. Amounts taken from the traditional IRA and not put into a Roth IRA, including like federal withholding, may be subject to Pennsylvania personal income tax. That's one reason trustee to trustee handling is usually cleaner. And if you're not in Pennsylvania, don't assume that your state works the same way, because it may not. Your state may treat conversions quite differently. So the takeaway here is simple. Always check your own state's retirement tax rules before converting. So before converting, I would want to be able to answer these questions clearly. What tax bracket are you in now? What bracket might you be in later? Am I before Social Security and RMDs? Do I have outside cash to pay the tax? Could this affect my Medicare or ACA subsidies? Will I need money soon? Would a partial conversion be smarter than a full conversion? I have reviewed this with my CPA or tax professional. If you can't answer these questions yet, it doesn't mean a Roth conversion is wrong. It just means slow your roll a little bit. Relax. Before converting, this is exactly why I created the Roth conversion decision worksheet. It's not a tax calculator. It's a way to organize the key questions before you make a decision. So that's going to be included. It's something that I made free. It's yours. It's yours to use. So definitely take advantage of that free asset. So here's the free Roth conversion decision worksheet is going to, like I said, is going to go along with this video. The worksheet is designed to help you organize the basics. It's like a retirement snapshot. Your green light factors, your red light flags, your tax and timing questions, and questions you might want to ask your CPA or tax professional advisor, whoever the person is that you work with. You can get this for free at practicalincomeinvesting.com/Roth-conversion-worksheet. Again, this is not tax advice. It's a simple planning checklist to help you make a decision process easier, not more complicated. Again, we'll have a link at the bottom of this and in the comments below. But again, this is something that I made free of charge. It's all yours to use as you wish. So here's the practical income investing takeaway. A Roth conversion can be smart, especially during lower income years, before Social Security, before RMD pressure rises, or when your outside cash available is able to pay the tax. But it's not automatic. You're choosing to pay tax now in exchange for future flexibility. That means the timing matters, the amount matters, your current tax bracket matters, your future income matters, Medicare, Social Security, the state rules that you're in. So many people may be better served by partial conversions over multiple years instead of one large conversion all at once. And the most important thing is this: the goal is not to avoid all taxes. That's not going to happen. But the goal is to pay taxes at the best, most favorable times. So if this helped you understand Roth conversions more clearly, consider subscribing for more practical income investing, retirement education, and don't forget to grab the free Roth conversion decision worksheet. You can find it again at practicalincomeinvesting.com/Roth conversions worksheet. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, which is going to continue the retirement series.